Welcome to Mrs. Bays' 6th grade math video lesson. This is the division of decimals for video number 3. This time we're going to look at the decimal point in the divisor. Please do not use a calculator, but you may use your multiplication chart. Let's review our vocabulary words. The first is dividend, and that is the first number in a division problem. Divisor, well, that's the second number. These two cannot be reversed or switched. Order matters. The quotient is the answer to a division problem. And now let's go back and review decimal places. To review decimal places, the first thing we do is we want to look for a decimal point. Well, I know I wrote over top of this, but this is 81. 81 is a whole number, and right now we do not see a decimal point on it. This is 0.3 or 3/10, and we do see a decimal point. And how many digits are past that point? 1, which means it has 1 decimal place. Now let's look at the quotient. Notice it is a whole number, 270. So on this one, we do not see a decimal point. So let's look specifically at where's the point and where did it go? So now let's look at long division. So 81 is the dividend, it goes inside the box. 0.3 is a divisor and it goes outside the box. When you see this written like this, 81 is a whole number. It does not have a decimal point normally. Unless you really need one, we don't put one in. But when we do have a whole number, we put the decimal point after the last digit. So now we have to go to the divisor. To be able to divide, we need to divide by a whole number. 0.3 is not a whole number. So we have to move the decimal point 1 place, so it'll be after it, and now we have 3 whole. Now, if I move the decimal point 1 place on the outside of the division box, that means I have to move that decimal point 1 place on the inside of the division box. And again, you always want to do the decimal points first in division, so we want to go ahead and move it straight up into place for the answer. Let's look at an example. We're going to first start with the standard algorithm. The problem is 96 divided by 0.04, or 4/100. 96 is a whole number. It is the dividend, so it goes inside the box if we're using a long division symbol. The second number is the divisor. It is a decimal number. It goes outside of the division box. So now let's begin. Before we do any kind of dividing, the first thing we need to do is deal with this decimal point. When we have a decimal point in the divisor, we need to turn this decimal number into a whole number. So we look to the dividend. We don't see a decimal point. That means we have to add it. And because it's a whole number, the decimal point goes after the last digit. So now let's go back to the divisor. The divisor has 1, 2 decimal places. That means on the inside, in the dividend, we need to have 1, 2 decimal places. So now that decimal point's being moved 2 places to the right. And now we're going to move that decimal point straight up so it will be in our answer. So let's begin. This is now 4 whole. It's a whole number. How many 4s can we get out of a 9? 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Now let's subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. We bring down that next number, and that's a 6. How many 4s are in 16? 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. So we subtract and get 0. Please do not think that because we have a 0 here that we are finished, because notice what we had to do when we first started this problem. We had to move the decimal point 2 places to the right in the divisor. We have to do the same thing in the dividend. So how do I fill in these 2 blanks? We fill them in with zeros. So now let's bring that next digit down into place. How many 4s can you get out of a 0? None, so that's a 0. And 0 times 4 is 0. Let's subtract. And again, you get 0. Bring that next digit down into place, and you get a 0. How many 4s can we get out of 0? 0. So 0 times 4 is 0. We subtract. This 0 tells us 2 things. It tells us that we are finished with the problem, and we do not have to go back up to the dividend and add any other zeros to it. So now let's look at our answer. We have 96 divided by 4 hundredths equals 2,400 or 2,400. Let's look at another method for dividing decimals, box division. So when we do box division, we look at the first number, that's our dividend, and notice we have 2 digits. So I'm going to start my box with 2 columns. 9 goes in the first column, and 6 goes in the second. The divisor goes on the outside or left side of this row, 0.04. And now we need to think about this decimal point. And what are we going to do with it? We have 96. That's a whole number. 4 hundredths, that's the decimal, but it's also the divisor. We don't want to divide by a decimal divisor. We need to turn this into a whole number. So to do that, we are basically taking this 0.4 and timesing by 100 to get 4 whole. Now, we're not showing that multiplication, but technically that's what's going on. So I need to move this decimal point over 2 places. So 4 is now a whole number. But wait a minute, 96 is a whole number and we don't have a decimal point. Well, remember, whole numbers have a decimal point. We rarely write them, but they go after that last digit. So I'm going to start with it right here. But I had to move the divisor 2 places. That means I'm going to have 2 more columns. Because I had 2 places, I need 2 places in the dividend. So I had the I had the decimal point here. I move it 2 places after the 4 to make it a whole number. So inside the box, this is the dividend. The decimal point starts here. Again, I'm going to move it 2 places, but then I'm going to move it straight up into our answer, so we do not forget about it later. I highly recommend we do the decimal point work first. Okay, let's begin. How many 4s are in 9? 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Let's subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. Now we're going to carry that 1 up to the next column. So we have 16. How many 4s are in 16? 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Let's subtract. 16 minus 16 is 0. Well, you have a 0 here. Please do not think that we are finished. We had to move the decimal point 2 places in the divisor, which means we had to move the decimal point 2 places in the dividend. So what am I going to do to fill in these 2 blanks? We do zeros. Now the 0 is going to travel up. So we obviously have a 0 here. How many 4s are in 0? 0. 0 times 4 is 0. Now subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. Please don't think we're finished here. We have one more column to work. Well, this 0, we're going to travel it to this location. How many 4s are in 0? Well, 0. 0 times 4 is 0. And now we subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. This 0 tells us that we are now finished. We do not have any more work to do, and we are not going to extend any more zeros past this decimal point. So now let's look at our answer. 96 divided by 4 hundredths is 2,400 or 2,400. Now let's look at the practice I would like for you to do. For practice this time, I'd like for you to go back to my Google Classroom. You're looking for Division of Decimals number 3. You'll find that under the Coursework tab. I want you to follow the link to Edge Elastic and complete this worksheet, Division of Decimals. This is what the worksheet should look like when you find it. Please do not use a calculator. You may use your personal whiteboard or paper and pencil. Rewrite each problem using either method, long division or box division, and I've shown you both. You decide which one is better for you. Remember to move the decimal point first before dividing. That way you won't forget about it later. Now remember with Edge Elastic, once you put in your answers and click Submit, it will tell you which ones are right and which ones are wrong. That should help you decide if you have a good understanding of how to divide with a decimal in the divisor only. Thank you.